How's it going, guys? My name is Dominic.
My name is Jamal.
And welcome back to
Soul Oasis.
Yes.
What?
We have returned
We are back.
after 2 trips.
Better than ever. It's a rebirth process, man.
Yeah. Fresh, refreshed,
Fresh and so clean.
refurbished. Hey, that's a good reference. Hey, and that's basically all we're going to be talking about this episode. But we want us to we want you to let us know what you've been up to since we've been gone. It's been a couple weeks.
Since you've been gone.
So, dang, you're coming with this
I don't know
stuff.
what
Hey.
it is. It's in my blood.
Okay, starting off good.
Dang.
So let us know what you've been up to, who you've been talking to, what you've been feeling.
How do you feel?
Hey, have you gone on a vacation while we've been gone? Maybe you timed it just perfectly so you could rejoin us.
As you should, because I want to hear about it.
Please.
Yeah. Speaking of hearing about things, let's hear about your week.
A check-in, huh?
Let's check in. Let's powwow this
Make
thing.
it quick.
Yes.
4 reasons. All right. My week has been okay.
Okay.
Yeah. I had to sub at my job, which I don't like to do because I work with individuals who, if you don't know them, things could be rough. I feel like I'm getting no work done. Might be even a detriment. But we kept riding. We figured it out. I did my best. But hey, it was okay. Paycheck wasn't that great, but it was okay. I went on vacation. Actually, it was after the vacation, the second week of it that really got me. I don't know about yours, but hey, let me know how your week went, Jamal. Let's hear it.
My week is kind of the same. I have been working without a client in my afternoon.
Okay.
Unlike you, I did not have opportunities to sub. I have been doing admin pay
That's terrible.
and doing manual labor to get some kind of work done. But it's okay because a little money is better than no money in my book.
True.
And that's what I need coming from a vacation that I had no money to get from. Who said that coming back from a vacation was a good idea to get money? Because
Should have just stayed out there.
at that point, I thought about it. I'm a part of this boat.
Make it your retirement plan. Just go on like 50 successive cruises.
But it was nice. This week has been relaxing. It's been hot.
It has been hot.
It's been so hot that they closed down the center for Monday.
They closed the center because it was
Our
hot?
AC is not working.
Okay, well that
And
makes
so
sense.
if it gets too hot, you just can't.
It's still not working?
No.
At the new center they made?
Yeah, because the new center used to be a school, and so it still functions on.
Yeah, you said they repurposed it. Yeah,
school timing, and if it's the summertime right now, so no one should be in school, so the AC is like
that doesn't make any sense. Okay, good. We didn't freeze. That doesn't make any sense because it's your building now. It's not like it is a school while you're not there.
Well, yeah. So they have been trying. So Monday, they talked to the landlord or whatnot, and they're going to install and fix the AC.
They're renting it out.
The building, yeah, because it's it's a long school, and so the school is split into sections. So on one part there's like a daycare, and then on another part there's like some kind of office. Then there's us. And so, yeah, they got to try to figure it out. Which Monday they will be, but kids can't work in a hot building. So I am not only did I return back from vacation and not get a good paycheck, now I'm missing days. So, we got to figure this out. But we got to play Elder Scrolls.
We did. Our board game is actually right behind the camera.
Set up really nicely over there.
Yeah, I didn't want you to feel deserted like I did last time when I put it in the box.
Yeah, so we were playing this game. And we were going strong. And then he just randomly puts it up one day.
We had stuff to do on this coffee table where we have this podcast set up.
I come home.
I put it away. I told him it was easy to get out.
So excited to play. I come home and there's nothing there.
You didn't even say anything.
I did. I was like, what happened to the thing? He's like, well, I put it away. Well, yeah.
If I had known you wanted to play that day, I would have got it out. Had it ready.
Crazy.
You did not want to wait the 20 minutes it would take to set it up.
20 minutes?
20 minutes. Because at that point, we were
in
veterans.
The flow. Yeah.
We were in the flow. We knew where things went. We knew what we were doing. When we went back to it yesterday, we dang near set up for an hour and a half.
We did. But once we started playing, it was cool.
It was all right. We got into one fight that took like 3 hours.
It was so many people.
13 enemies.
So strong. So many special
God.
effects. So many. Anyway.
It was good, though.
Whew, we were on cruises. I mean, we were on vacation.
You were on a cruise.
Dang.
I was cruising in Orlando. But hey, speaking of cruise, please, I want you to go first.
Okay.
Again.
Okay.
Because, again.
Yeah.
And please let us know, how was your cruise experience? The first time, right?
I'm going to rate it.
Oh, okay.
7 out of 10.
Wait a minute. Wait, you didn't do that last time. Wait a minute.
Know.
Everything seemed glowing last time. A 7?
7 out of 10.
The whole experience?
The whole experience.
Okay.
It was very good. But I was a rookie. I didn't know what I was getting myself into.
Wouldn't that be your favorite time? You think it'll be better now that you're...
Oh, 100%. Because now I know what to expect. Now I know what to do, what not to do.
How not to get scammed.
I'm not... Yeah, we'll talk about that.
Okay.
But it was fun. I got to see birds. I got to touch a bird.
Yeah.
I
doesn't like birds, guys.
I'm terrified of birds. Birds should never exist in humanity. I think they are fake. They should not exist. They're robots. Wow. I don't care. I know they're not robots, but I'm saying they should not exist.
The Chinese ones, they have some pretty interesting technology.
That's what I hear.
Yep. Send them out. Go, Pedro. But nah. Yeah, I feel like
that's what I hear. I just don't like birds. They're fat, hollowed out bodies that can fly. It doesn't make sense to me. They should not. If you look at it, you're like, your mass should not be this hollow, and you should not be able to fly. You shouldn't. I don't care if you have wings. I don't care. Same thing I feel about planes. Planes, there's nothing but all this machinery that is built in. I mean, I know they have engines and all that. I get it. But it's just so heavy.
Those things are heavy.
Heavy.
But they got plenty of... It's like pilots say. I messed it up. I forgot what they said. I think it's like lift is a gift, but thrust is a must.
Pilots say that? Or?
Yeah, because if you lift off the ground, you better have enough thrust to keep the plane going. And you crash like that one plane that did recently.
I saw a meme.
What a tragedy. It
was this lady. It doesn't have to. It was this person. I'm just saying.
Okay.
It was a person who weighed like 300 pounds.
That was not why that plane crashed.
It was a person who weighed like 300 plus pounds, and they had a luggage that weighed like 10 pounds, and they were able to get on the plane with it, right? And then there was a lady who weighed like 45, who weighed like 100 pounds, but had luggage that weighed like 200 pounds.
200?
It's just a meme, right? Or let's say 50 pounds. She was 100 pounds, but the bag weighed 50 pounds. And they were like, oh, I'm sorry, you can't bring that on. You have to pay extra. But she was like, why do I have to pay extra for a 50-pound bag when you let this huge person on for free? So they were like, what's the difference? And that's how I feel about planes. Why? I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me. I don't like them.
It might be that overhead storage weight limit. Because if they brought it on as a carry-on, it might be too heavy. I don't think so. If it's only like a 50-pound bag.
We're all on one plane.
They usually let you check it for free. Shout out. I have Southwest, so...
You know, they changed it.
They did just change it
like
to Southwest.
Just like maybe like a week ago.
As like I was leaving my trip, or as I was getting on my trip, basically, they changed it. So you will not get the free one anymore.
You won't.
Which is incredibly silly. That's part of the reason I have Southwest.
I've
been going on flights, guys. Not as much as some people.
No, he does.
But I'd be going on flights.
I'm going to go to Spain, Europe, Venezuela, Jamaica, Brazil.
I didn't do all that.
It's okay. It's
names out there. Soon. Wait for this concert in Haiti. Maybe not the best spot to start with. Oof. Okay.
But the cruise, 7 out of 10.
7 out of 10. Tell me why.
It was good.
What was the experience like?
I think if I had more money, in the sense of like, I would understand that you have to pay for everything.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't understand that part. Drinks you have to pay for. I mean, yes, but like water, you have to pay $5 for a bottle of water.
Okay.
You have to pay like $20 to get food. I mean, they have buffets, don't get me wrong, but the buffet is like, you get some pizza here. There's some French fries. There's like a lot of other stuff. They made like good food. I'm not gonna lie.
And that was the like inclusive part?
Yeah. So it was like lasagna, steak, potatoes. There was like so much. And if you thought of a food, it was there. But it wasn't like great quality.
Did you,
know what I mean?
eat that stuff?
Nah. But I ate a lot. I
say.
had like potatoes. I had like lasagna. They had like these.
I guess some sort of vegan lasagna.
It was like vegetarian. They had a lot of options. I'm not gonna lie, it was a lot. But I mean, they had better food. So I had bought sushi from this one place, like Bonsai Sushi.
Okay.
So good.
All right.
So good. And it was like you got to pay like $15-$20 for a roll. And I was like, okay.
For a roll?
A roll.
There's no way. No.
Yeah.
And
then
I'm going to Japan for those prices.
But it was so good.
Even then.
It was like fresh seafood. They had this one dude who made lobster rolls and who made
pluck it out of the ocean,
octopus and like shrimp. It was so fresh. Oh, it was so good.
You had the octopus?
Yeah.
Was it good?
It was really good.
Was yours charred like mine?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
Mine was delicious too. We'll get to that though.
But 7 out of 10 because next time I know that I need to have money. Next time I know. Well, next time I know that at the end of the cruise, this is what really made it a 7. So you spend all your money, which is great, but the last day or two of the cruise, you have to pay a gratuity, which I was not prepared for.
A gratuity for what?
Exactly. Let me tell you. So apparently, so you get free meals. So you get a free dinner. That's like a really, really good dinner every day.
Okay.
You get it like maid service because it's like a hotel basically. So they come in, they clean your room, they do all that stuff, which is fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
They do little stuff. So they have like guest services and they have people that walk around offering you like water and whatnot, right?
Makes sense.
The last day hits and out of the blue, it says on your account $100 for gratuity. And I'm like, what did this? I didn't prepare for this. I didn't know this was a thing. So it hits, and it's like, dang, you gotta. I know that for next time.
What's the point of saying it's inclusive in that regard? Like you've already paid for the huge, expensive tickets.
Forget all that. If you order food, like let's say you free dinner, let's say you go to the bar and you get a drink, right?
Yeah.
They give you the receipt just so you can sign it because it's like charged to your room, but you already paid for it, right?
Yeah.
So the receipt, just you have to sign it, but it gives you an option to add a tip. No, if I gotta pay $100 at the end of this to tip you anyway, why? No. But it was cool. I loved it. I love going on hikes. I love going swimming in the ocean. I got to see the pink beach at Yucatan. I got to look at I want to say it's the Mayan temples.
The Mayan temples. Those are the ones I would pick. Might be Aztec.
I don't know.
Probably Mayan.
I think it's
to
the
Mexico.
Yeah. Okay. Whew. Then it was that one. It was so beautiful, but I got scammed, and I just acknowledged it, and I just kept it pushing.
Okay. We're not going to go over that this time?
The scam? Look.
That's okay. No, he doesn't have to.
I didn't know the conversion between pesos to dollars. I did not know. And so he was like, oh, it's $60. Or he was like, no, it's 100 something pesos. It's only $60. And I was like, all right, cool. And he was like, well, you have a credit card, so it's going to be a little bit of tax. And I was like, all right. I didn't have signal in Mexico. You can only have it on the Wi-Fi on the boat. So when I got back on the boat, it popped up, you have been charged 100 and something dollars in Mexico. What? You just told me 60.
I would have ran back out there and be like, hey, we're going to get this fade going.
Got scammed. But it was very great. We're planning on going on another one, I think to the Bahamas. And
you did say that, huh?
Next year.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yearly, are you going to make it a yearly thing?
That's the plan. That is the plan.
Dang.
But next time, I want to bring like a lot of money because I want to go to the casino. I won at the casino.
You did.
I did. I won like $100. Yeah. But it's something. It's more than nothing. But yeah, I love it. The only thing I missed when I was on that cruise was the fact that there was like no juice options. There was water, there was lemonade, and then that was really it. I didn't have this great luxurious apple juice that I have in my hand right now.
Oh man,
I did not. I was.
You have to get a new cruise, a different one, better one.
But we did see a celebrity cruise ship.
When we passed one.
No,
you saw it when you docked somewhere.
Yeah, when we docked. It's cool.
A celebrity cruise ship?
Yeah, I know. I didn't even know that was a thing.
What do you mean? Like
That's what I'm
something that
saying.
celebrities go on?
Yeah, I'm gonna look it up. But yeah, I was like, what is it? It's fancy. It's big. It's
Can
all.
normal people go on there to meet celebrities, or is it only available to people who are considered celebrities?
That's what I want to know.
Okay.
But literally on the boat, it says celebrity cruise.
It makes me think, just go meet celebrities.
Hopefully.
That's what I would hope. I hope it's not just like Tom Cruise hanging out with Ashton Kutcher.
And that's it.
Just walking around like, well, we're famous.
We're in Mexico.
I feel like they could just do that in their own time.
Exactly. Like, what's the point of the cruise?
Yeah.
Celebrity cruises. Save up to 70. I guess anybody can do this.
Yeah, just letting you buy it. Or is it literally just called celebrity and they make you feel like a celebrity?
Oh, maybe that's what it is. I don't know. I'm going to do some research on it, though.
Better come with some better juices at that point.
Please, have the apple juice.
Yeah.
Please.
I'm glad to hear you had a good time.
I had a great time. I'm
Sounds
so
good.
excited. So excited for the next one.
I would love to go on a cruise sometime.
You should.
Yeah, but I know, I see heights. I would see the ocean there and I like look at my mom or whoever I'm with and be like, I can make it. I can do it. Like, I'm a pretty good swimmer. And I feel like I would just jump in, especially I saw some dolphins. I'm like, well, they're going to like me.
I saw dolphins.
You did see dolphins. Okay.
I saw one dolphin go, and then I saw this pair, and they were like jumping and sink and whatnot. I didn't even know dolphins would swim that close to the boat.
Should have jumped in there and joined them.
Should have. I tried to, but the friends I was with, they didn't let me. But
they had to be responsible, I guess.
I had a life vest. I would have been fine.
Yeah, would have helped you bob out of the water like the dolphins. Could have been something. Might have moved it to an 8.
Might have been magical. Magically delicious.
All right.
I don't know.
That's okay.
All right.
I like it. Okay.
Well, how was your vacation? That was
Guys,
my cruise. How was yours?
I went to Universal, Florida.
Oh.
And I had a great time. I already know Universal Studios and Universal Islands of Adventure pretty well. I've been a few times. My mom and I have a pretty fast walking pace so we can move from place to place. It was still great. I love those parks. I'll be going again in a couple months.
August.
Yeah, in August. I might be joined by some people too. Who knows? It's up to those people.
It's up to God.
It's up to God whether you go.
Because if this keeps up,
you just keep getting $700 paychecks. Sorry.
Well, you know, I told you about my afternoon client, but so we'll see.
Let me know if it evens out. But it is. I have to start DoorDash.
I thought about it.
Yeah, it actually is pretty good.
Yeah.
Better than admin time.
Yeah.
But we really went there for what we did on the last day. Because we went there for the longest amount of time we've been there, I think. We got there like a Wednesday. And we're there Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We spent in the first 2 parks.
Okay.
Which is crazy. For us who know everything and we're not waiting in line for roller coasters and stuff. We're waiting in line for like the more theatric experiences. We really didn't need that much time. We've been there before too. If you were going for the first time, I could understand it.
Yeah.
The last day, I feel like you need 2 days there. We went to Universal's Epic Universe, the new park, which is the biggest park now. And I almost brought the shirt out here. I forgot to, whatever. It has the new Harry Potter world, which takes place in Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them.
Awesome.
At least the Paris portion does. Once you go into the Ministry of Magic, it takes place during Harry Potter's time.
You know what's crazy? I'm so sorry.
Go ahead.
But Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them.
Yeah.
You know, apparently that did not do good in the movie theater.
Not compared to Harry Potter.
Yeah, that was crazy. A lot of people, I've been reading comments about it, and they do not like it.
Yeah,
like
the first movie.
The first one
right.
did really good.
But
the
then,
other ones,
like, the story for the second was a little iffy. And then they, like, betrayed Johnny Depp anyway, and then it just fell off. But anyway, my mom still likes them. I like them too. I like the lore around them. As much as I don't like the last 2 movies very much, I enjoy the world. The Ministry of Magic was crazy. The queue is usually 3 hours. It took my mom and I like 2 hours to get through the line.
That's crazy.
Yeah, there was no express lane. It will be quicker if you do a single rider line. Just go in and get separated from your group. We did not want to do that. So we stood in the queue, but it's pretty great. You get to go throughout the whole Ministry of Magic, check things out. Along with the Harry Potter world, there is I think it's, what is it called? Dark Universe or something like that. It's with Frankenstein, Dracula, the Wolfman, all those classic horror monster movies. Yeah. Amazing. Had the best ride at the park to me.
Oh.
It was long and it was just awesome. It was fantastic. It was, I forgot exactly what the ride is called, but it's in Frankenstein's castle.
Okay.
And it's amazing. Or Frankenstein's manor, excuse me. It's not a castle, it's just a gigantic house. But that I want my house to look like. Maybe not as creepy and nefarious, but pretty close. Along with that, there's also the new Isle of Berk for the How to Train Your Dragon. And when you walk into that portal, you're thrown back into, I don't know, Scandinavia or something like that. And you have characters like that one character that has no hands and is making goofy comments to children and adults alike. It was great. It has the biggest roller coaster, which is a dual roller coaster where two coasters go at the same time, go like over each other and around each other.
So how long, if you have to think average time, is the roller coaster ride?
The roller coaster? I don't know. I didn't ride that.
Oh.
Like the Frankenstein one, if you're doing that, it's not roller coaster. It's like a virtual experience. Like it's a simulation, kind of. It's like 5 minutes.
Okay.
It's pretty good. The roller coaster, I went on one roller coaster on Isle of Berk. That was a smaller one, like a few minutes.
Okay. I would just hate to wait in a line for
like a 1 minute ride.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah. It's not that bad.
Okay.
I heard that big roller coaster not only, it expands like the entire section of that park. And it lasts a while, I heard. Again, I didn't go. But we'll probably have express passes if we go, which are way cheaper now than when I went. $250 for a day. Anyway, along with it, my favorite park, even though I love Harry Potter, and I spent all my money at the Harry Potter park, the Super Nintendo world was crazy, guys. Oh. Crazy. Let me speak into the mic. It was insane. You walk into the portal. Not only do you walk into the portal, you go up these stairs into a gigantic tube. And it's making that like sound when you enter the warp tube, whatever it's called. And you walk through Princess Peach's castle into the Super Nintendo world.
Oh.
And you're just on a Super Mario level. See Mario down there waving to people. That like the music is going off. I had a wristbands where I can like gain points in the park, and people are playing games and trying to like beat scores. I failed one because I was by myself. It's like a group activity. I tried. I was like moving with my full football drill skills, still lost. And there's a bunch of cool rides there. Past the Mario section, you can go to Donkey Kong Country.
Okay.
Which was awesome. It has own rides, and it changes the scenery to like this forest. You know what Donkey Kong Country looks like, right? You walk in there, there's Donkey Kong over there with a pile of bananas, like hanging out with people, goofing off. Probably not actually Donkey Kong, probably a guy in a suit. But
hopefully.
There's always a chance. But yeah, it was amazing. Truly a great, it would be amazing for a family experience. If you have younger children that understand those things and are familiar with the movies and the games, I don't think there is a more fun experience. Maybe if you had like a cruise version.
I don't know.
Hey, but I feel like there's not anywhere to go.
Yeah.
You're still on the ship.
For
no
days.
Escape from Mario.
It's a me.
And then one underrated part of the park I know people won't probably talk about as much. The middle part of the park that connects them all is Celestial Park, which is amazing. I feel like the theme of it is, you know, those like 1950s like cities of the future, and like all this gold and like celestial style stuff, like wonder towns and all that. It was amazing.
Okay.
And that part of the park stays open later than everything else. So once you leave the parks, you can hang out in Celestial Park and go to the stores, go do things, drink, go on the gigantic merry-go-rounds. I didn't because 27. And I wanted to spend time in Harry Potter Park. It was amazing. I'm trying to convince him and some other people to go because, man, it's an experience. If you have the chance and the capital, I would suggest it. Highly, highly, highly suggest it. A lot of great photo opportunities. Even if you just go to the first two parks, Universal Studios and Islands of Adventure, they have a lot of great stuff that I didn't even get to see, and I spent 4 days there. So
I feel like that's one thing in general I want to do better with.
Yeah.
Is take pictures of moments. Like
I didn't.
It's good to live in a moment, and I'm that type of person. I'd rather
like
you
that's
live in
the
a
more
moment
thing.
than anything else. But
to relive those moments through your pictures,
you want to relive it.
Yeah, I did it the first time. Not the first time I went. The first time I went, I just went. The second time I went a couple years ago. Oh, probably maybe the third. I can't remember from when I was a kid. But when I went a couple years ago, I don't know if you remember. I put it up on my story, like everything I did.
Yeah.
On Instagram. Yeah, I just brought people with me basically. This time I did it less. I showed a few things here and there. But I tried to live more in the moment, and I feel like it was worth it. If you can get somebody else to take pictures, do that.
Facts.
If I didn't have to be the one taking pictures, I wouldn't have. I barely took any pictures as it is, and I felt like it was too much. See, when you're walking through the parks, especially the new one, you feel like you're in a different world, and everywhere you go is something else. The new wands I got, I forgot to bring it out.
Crazy.
Yeah, that's really silly of me, in fact.
Mm-hmm.
But they have new wands in Harry Potter because in the old parks, you could do spells in the windows and get things to happen. Now with the new second generation wands, you can do those. They track it in the Universal app. You can duel other people with wands. I know, and nobody would duel me. Granted, I'm a stranger in their late 20s that just went up to people. Want to duel? No, and they go run away screaming. I'm just kidding.
Mommy.
Like, Mommy, this strange man. No, I went to adults, and they're like, I don't really know how to do it. I'm trying to figure it out. I'm like, you can figure it out right now by losing in a duel. To be fair, I didn't know how the duel mechanics worked, but I wanted to figure it out.
Trial and error.
Yeah. Once I force Jamal to go, we'll be dueling in the streets.
He will get cursed.
Yeah, I feel like he'll immediately go to dark magic.
I'm having 3 curses, 3 spells. My bad. I'm using 3 spells.
Just 3 spells. Imperio. You go to Crucio, Cruz. That one's just evil. Crucio and Harry Potter. If you know, you know. But it was a fantastic thing. Yeah, fantastic. Even if you don't go in the parks, if you just go into, there's a portion of the first 2 parks that link with Universal Studios on the right, Islands of Adventure on the left. And like Hogwarts is in Universal Studios, Hogsmeade. Oh, sorry. Hogwarts and Hogsmeade is in Islands of Adventure. Diagon Alley is in Universal Studios. And before you get there, there's a thing called Universal City Walk, which has the largest Hard Rock Cafe in the world, which is a gigantic coliseum. There's a gigantic chocolate factory. Looks like Willy Wonka's chocolate factory next to it. There's like 1,000 restaurants. There's a gigantic movie theater that we didn't get to go to because my mom thought there were going to be tickets available on the same day. And I thought, hey, it probably will be. And there weren't. Oh, thank goodness it didn't freeze. So that made me oof. Okay. But yeah, I think it's an experience worth having.
I think it is too. Yeah. I think Disney is such a huge monopoly on everything. Like Disney is crazy.
Don't get me wrong. I've been to Disney World. I've never been to Disneyland, but I've been to the bigger, more expansive Disney World. There's a reason why they call it the happiest place on earth. When I was a kid, I was convinced I could live there.
Someone could.
Yeah, the Animal Kingdom alone was gigantic. That gigantic tree that's in the Lion King that baboon is in, it's just in the middle of the park and you go around it. Oh my gosh. Now, I haven't been there in years. One, because their ticket prices have gotten outrageous. To me, I'm not rich.
But I bet, though, still.
And 2, because of like things going on behind the scenes, like they're changing things and they've had their own controversies going on. Mm-hmm. So my mom just prefers to go to Universal. But also, when it's 3 or 4 times the ticket price, you usually decide to go somewhere else.
I went one time.
Disney World?
One of them. I think it was Disney World. But when I was like 4 or 5.
Oh, so you don't really remember?
No, all I know is my mom bought and it's in my room. She bought a Mickey Mouse bobblehead, and though I don't remember anything from that thing, I will always keep that and treasure that because my mom got it for me. But I want to go back. I want to experience it.
I feel like that's another thing. If we were going to go to Florida, I thought you were going to just turn down the trip right away when I asked if you wanted to go to Universal.
No, I definitely want to.
Because I thought you would want to do Disney and Universal.
I don't know the difference.
Disney is like the Disney parks. Universal is just Universal parks. They're two separate theme parks.
They're not the same thing?
They're not the same thing.
Well, the more you know.
You can't go to Harry Potter or do any of the Harry Potter stuff or Jurassic Park or Mario or any of that if you go to Disney World. Disney World is only Disney properties. Princess and the Frog, Cinderella, stuff like that.
Well, now we might need to talk. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, you can't.
I didn't know it wasn't the same thing because isn't so.
It's in the same city,
what?
and a lot of people go to like they'll do a couple days at Disney, they'll do a couple days at Universal. But nowadays, people are leaning towards one or the other because Disney is getting so expensive.
Yeah, we gotta talk.
Keep in mind, Universal isn't super cheap. It's just cheaper in comparison. So that's why you wanted to go. If you wanted to go to Disney, then we have to talk. I mean, to be fair, I don't hold the same reservation. I can go to Disney World. I just know it's going to cost us something. To be fair, the resort we're staying at is like a short drive for either one. So, yeah. But Disney World, you can't do any of the stuff you have at Universal and vice versa.
Well.
So you'd have to decide what you're more interested in. I guess you have newer stuff at Universal, like Transformers, the Harry Potter movies and parks.
Have you seen the Transformer robot who like...
Yeah, that talks to people.
Yeah.
Megatron is out there like antagonizing people.
I see the clips. It's so funny.
That suit he's in looks so ridiculously hot. I didn't see him when I was there because we were walking around so much. But yeah, I've been near him and he just yells at you, laughs. Very silly.
So cool.
Yeah. But if you wanted to go to Disney instead, that's something else.
When I got to do research, I really thought they were all like the same thing.
I know you like the Disney movies in these recent years you've been watching them.
Yeah.
I guess you're probably more familiar. You said Harry Potter is like your favorite thing.
Harry Potter is definitely.
So if you pick Disney, I'm sorry, you can't do Harry Potter.
So where's Star Wars located?
Star Wars is in the Disney parks because they own Disney.
I don't know, Dominic.
In fact, I think I'm not sure if I think it's in both Florida and California, but I've only seen it in California.
Dominic.
Yeah, if you want to do the Star Wars. Now, the reason I'm not as excited for the Star Wars park, even though I adore Star Wars, is because it's just vaguely Star Wars. It's not even an actual location. It's like Galaxy's Edge or something, where you have the Millennium Falcon in this location that never existed with all the new characters that I don't particularly like. If they had made a Star Wars park, I want it to be in the Death Star or on Tatooine or Yavin 4. Like, why am I in this random location with characters from movies that aren't very good?
That's crazy.
They aren't. They aren't good. 7, 8, 9 are not good.
I want to rewatch
7 is pretty okay. I don't, but we can if you want.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you want to go to Star Wars, it might be in Florida. I don't know if it's in Florida yet. I know they did California first. It's probably done in Florida already. And if you wanted to do like Cinderella, Lion King, stuff like that, it's in Disney.
So I love Disney. I'm not a fan of Disney princesses.
Well, that's the main draw.
About that. And I know, but I like the Disney princesses that aren't like, oh, come save me.
I saw somebody like doing Brave. I don't think they have like a dedicated park to them.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. Disney is great. You get to go to Epcot. That's more for like adults. I don't agree with the thought that like adults should ignore all other parks and go to Epcot where you can like drink and like do fun adult experiences. I don't agree. I think there's always something. Even just the experience of looking around the parks is really fun at Disney.
Especially if you've never been there.
Yeah, you've never been?
Why not?
Even if you don't even go on any of the rides.
Yeah.
It's worth it. I like Universal Studios more. One, because I've been more, and two, because I like Harry Potter. I like that Super Mario World is crazy.
I love Super Mario.
I like it's more adult oriented.
Mm-hmm.
A bunch of roller coasters, details that you and I grew up with for like Harry Potter that some of the younger kids might not recognize. And it's themed around the Harry Potter movies, not the new TV show that they're going to be coming out with.
Okay.
I wonder if they're going to change it, but I doubt it.
I don't,
because they always have the actors from the movies there, like in person or in their little digital forms. Yeah, we could talk about it. If you cancel your idea and you're like, never mind, I don't want to go because you want to go to Disney instead.
Well, no, I gotta
too.
see what's there because I really like Disney. I really like Harry Potter.
Maybe we can go through a map of the parks and see what you want to do.
Yeah.
I originally, when I suggested we all go, was going to do the 3 park pass with Studios, Islands of Adventure, and the Volcano Bay, which is a gigantic water park.
Oh, I love water.
Yeah. We can still, I think they have the 4 park pass now that they have Epic. Though I don't know if you guys want to go to a water park during one of the days.
Is it just a water park?
It's just a gigantic water park. But you basically spend a whole day, you could be using at other parks, having fun at a gigantic park. Just water.
We'll talk about it.
Okay. I'm leaning towards probably not.
Okay.
Only because it's your first time and I don't want you to miss out on stuff. If you decide to even go. Maybe we go and you're like, all right, guys, you guys have fun at Universal. I'm going to Disney.
Low-key.
See you later.
I'll bring back a lightsaber or something.
Honestly, that's my one reservation. You can make your own lightsaber.
And see, that'd be awesome. I get to put the little the rock in there and everything.
Yeah. Oh. But it's only vaguely Star Wars. I'm actually going to Hogwarts. Okay. I'm going to Diagon Alley.
Diagon Alley.
Diagon Alley. Did he say Diagon Alley? I believe he did.
Not
I just watched that movie too. I'm about to watch the third one.
Hermione.
Yo. But yeah, guys, let us know what you think about our trips. Do they sound fun? What kind of stuff do you prefer? Do you prefer to go on safaris, perhaps?
Oh,
going to Africa, maybe
go
in
feed
Egypt.
a lion.
Do you like to go on some archaeology explorations? I can speak. Don't worry.
I hope so.
Yeah, some lions, some tigers, bears. Oh my!
Oh my! I wanted to go on a safari hunt one day.
Yeah, that's my mom's favorite thing. As a kid, she talks it up like crazy. Like there's nothing better than going on a safari and seeing them come up there. Like, all right, mom, I feel like I'd be eaten.
Yeah, but it's that rush. It's that. Yeah. I had that.
She told me it was hot.
I bet
it's like terrible.
Whew.
I want to go to Egypt, and I don't want to cause trouble, but I want to go under the Sphinx where they claimed there nothing is. Not that side chamber that he talks about. I want to go under the Sphinx, like Indiana Jones, solve the mystery, connect the dots, find Noah's Ark.
See, my problem is wherever I go, I want to take a piece back.
You want to take a what?
A piece back.
I thought that's what you said.
Yeah. So,
well,
I'm getting arrested if I go to the Sphinx.
Oh,
they're gonna be like, "What happened?
Where'd the grand tablet go?" just big ass bold in his pocket. Oh, that's crazy, guys.
I don't know what happened.
We need to get out of here before somebody steals something else.
That is crazy. Oh my god!
All right, I'll go first.
You gotta bring back a souvenir. It's the souvenirs that don't cost.
They do sell them.
Okay.
They take some artifacts from the sites, like some rocks or like.
But see, I don't trust it. I want to see you chip the rock off. And
give it off a thing. They will not do that.
And then
neither would I want them to.
Nah, I do.
Because I'm an anthropologist at heart. I can't. Okay, well, I want to, but they probably shouldn't.
You disturb that.
If it's just some buried treasure, I want my finder's fee at least.
I want.
Hey guys, I found this chamber over here. We saw it on camera. I found this chamber. I'll take the $4.4 billion for finding this tomb that actually holds Alexander the Great.
Alexander.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to a trip that we may or may not have. Now that he knows about Disney. He seemed pretty into it until I told him that.
It's just, I really thought they were all the same thing.
So, I mean, people treat it as the same thing because a lot of people, the first time we went, I'm pretty sure we went to Disney and Universal and like a week-long trip. Like my mom's boss's friends' family were there for like 2 weeks, and they did both, which makes sense. Us, my mom, this time we're just doing Universal. If we go, I guess we could use. If, like I said, we could extend the days. We could go to Disney. Like, all right, we're done with Universal. Let's go to Disney. Why are you pointing at me? I'm just sharing suggestions.
Give me suggestions.
All right, I'll show you a map and see what you think.
Yeah.
Or maybe we just go again next year or something.
I guess that is.
We're in the winter when it's not 1,000 degrees. It makes Hogsmeade feel great. I love Hogsmeade in the winter. It's not actual snow on those rooftops as far as I can tell, but hey, maybe it's magic.
Maybe it's Maybelline. I think that we
let's take a cruise down to Florida and then go to Universal and Disney.
Oh my gosh.
I don't really know what we'll see. You guys want to see the same cities you've grown up with?
I'm surprised you've never been on a cruise.
I've just never been on a cruise. I don't think we've had the time. Like, even when we went, I say that, and I just said we went as a kid to, like, we didn't really have money for cruises, though. Even when we went to Disney when I was a little kid, it was too expensive for, we had to stay in, like, a 1-bedroom hotel. We all piled into, like, the rooms and slept together.
Mm-hmm.
We drove down there so that we didn't have to buy the plane tickets. We went on a big road trip and we like all scrunched into the cars, which I loved. That feeling like of your whole family together on a huge road trip going together, nothing beat that trip.
Okay.
That was great. No offense against you guys when you go later on, but it'll be good. If you do go, are you going to invite anybody?
To Disney?
To Universal/Disney. If you're going in August, are you be like, hey, Mom, let's go on a trip. Let's get going.
Oh.
Brother?
Oh.
You just want to go yourself.
Yeah.
Just going to monopolize the experience. I guess they did just, your friends and stuff just went on the cruise with you, so.
Yeah, they're all right.
Yeah, they're doing okay.
Yeah, they're good.
They call you up when you're in Hogwarts Castle. Bro, where were we in this discussion?
Man.
Listen, I can't hear you over Dumbledore. He and I are talking real quick. Hold on.
Let me tell you. So I share a location with one of my friends.
Okay. While you're on the cruise?
No, just in general.
Oh, okay.
And so one of the nights before the cruise, you were gone, but I was out in the park with some friends, like just building Legos and just having fun at the park, right? And so
you're in Albuquerque?
Yeah.
Okay.
And so I get on the cruise like a few days later, and he's like, why you didn't call me or why we didn't talk before the cruise? And I was like, oh, I was busy. He's like, oh, you were out in the park. I was like, bro, how do you know that? Like, I forgot that I shared location. He's like, oh, you've been out in the park having fun.
This man is just speaking what's going on in your life.
But he does it. And don't get me wrong, I do it too. I'm not a location person. Even when I was like...
How can you tell? Like on Snapchat?
No, on iPhone. Like...
You share... I thought you had to be like on the same iCloud to do that. You have to show me that. I've never heard of that. You can just share your I know you can do it like if you're on Instagram and you can like share your location, like you can, but like just on your phone?
Yeah.
I've never heard of that. Really?
And so yeah, so I
do you guys know about that? Am I the only one that doesn't?
I have him on my share thing too, but
you can add people to the list. It's on like it's on your maps?
Yeah, well, it's on like you know how you can go to like Find My. You know, like Find My things and whatnot.
And yeah, I thought Find My was only for your devices on your Apple account.
It's for everybody. It's for everything.
What? Dude, you can get straight up jumped.
Low key.
I don't know if I ever do that. But everybody knows where I am?
It's weird because like, it depends on who. You have to share it with them. You know what I mean? Okay. They have to accept it. You have to accept them. It's a whole thing.
It's a whole bonding experience.
It is. But I shared mine with some person for about a year or two. And anytime I would go on a drive or something, they would always hit me up like, where are you going? And I'm like, bro, how do you like, what are you doing?
Leave me
You're
alone.
Supposed to be at work.
Jacob.
Yeah.
Get back to your 9 to 5.
Right. But it's cool. But I was like, why are y'all looking at my location? It's just, I don't know.
That's kind of cool. I think I'll do that. What is going on over there? Is that you? Or is that the camera?
What? Oh, it's
all
me.
these sounds. Oh, but the sounds like, bro, what is? All right. After this, I'm gonna show you a map.
Okay.
We're gonna see what you think.
I'm gonna go.
Our next podcast. So I'm not going with them. I'm going to Disney World.
See you later.
He just stays at the same hotel. And you save on your room.
I mean, yeah.
She got the 2 bedrooms, so now that she did, and nobody else goes, it's just gonna be me in 1 bedroom. It'll be good.
You look stressed right now.
I don't know. Now I'm thinking like, dang, even Stephanie would probably prefer Disney. She's a woman.
Yeah, Disney princesses and stuff.
For real. Let's be honest. Even as a kid, as a guy, I'd probably prefer Disney. I'm like, dang, is that Peter Pan? I like Peter Pan a lot, guys.
The enemy.
Who are you siding with, Captain Hook?
I'm just saying, I watched it recently with y'all. Peter Pan went into this person's room. Hold on, let me finish. Took these 3 kids.
Okay, that's enough.
And then hold on, not even did he take them and brought him to his house in a tree. He then, you see that he has like 17 other kids there. And they're like, oh, we've been here for 100+ years and we don't want to go back.
It hadn't been 100
and
years.
Then they're like, oh, I want to go home. And he's like, no, you're going to stay here with me and live forever.
The Lost Boys. They got lost.
Because he stole them. I know.
It's a fictional land.
Yeah.
It's a representation of the idea of you wanting to stay youthful.
Yeah. And who took him?
Peter Pan stays a kid forever.
And then
unless you've seen Hook, where he becomes Robin Williams.
He stays a kid forever. He took other kids.
He
kidnapped
let them follow him. They were flying on their own.
He kidnapped kids.
In fact, have you seen in that? Let's get on a tangent then. I might want to go to Disney just to prove my point. You remember the end of Peter Pan, where Wendy's like, it's his ship, and they're like, and her mom is like, oh my goodness, and she calls him over, and her father sees it, and he sees the ship, and he's like, it feels like something. It's so familiar, out of a dream. Like he's seen it. Now he is either Captain Hook, or he was one of the Lost Boys at some point, and he went back and had his own life. Even his mom was like, yeah, that's a ship in the sky. It was obviously a cloud, but it was in the shape of a pirate ship.
Yeah.
All I'm saying, oh my God. You guys let me know, is Peter Pan
kidnapper?
See, this is worse now because Michael Jackson's ranch was called Neverland Ranch. And he had the purest intentions. He just wanted a place where you felt free.
But see, that's different though.
No, because other kids will be like, see, it's Neverland Ranch. And he brought these kids on there.
But
okay.
They had permission from their parents.
My gosh.
The parents were there sometimes. They had
I know. Did you have to put the sometimes in there? I'm pretty sure all the time they knew they were there.
But they have permission. It's not like he's gonna be like, "Oh, little kid from across the street, let me come over to my house. I got a trampoline and a monkey." It's like the parents.
I still would have went.
The parents, low key, like pimped out the kid.
Shut up, Eric. I need you to be quiet. I need you to shut up. For real. Pissing me off. I'm done with this podcast. Where are we at? 48? I don't even want to continue. That's crazy.
I mean, because like
he is Peter Pan.
No,
that's what he said he is.
No,
he said he is Peter Pan.
He is Michael Jackson.
Okay, yes, he was Michael Jackson, but he said, "I'm Peter Pan. I identify with him so closely. I grew up like, you know." He grew up not having a childhood. He wanted to be a kid. So he got to play with these. Let me say it. He got to have fun with these kids. He got to have fun with these kids and let them enjoy their time. And then he went over to the studio and made another $1 billion. My favorite part when I see him at Neverland Ranch is him like with Oprah, who completely betrayed him. By the way, screw you, Oprah. Well, I don't know you personally. Let me not say that, but I'm very disappointed in you.
Oh.
Anyway, when Oprah was, I think it was in the 90s, interviewing him.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm kind of rusty. And like he went up on stage like just hitting that. And you're like, dang, this is your rust, bro. Killing everybody else. GOAT.
He is the
Until
GOAT.
I come around. But nah, he's probably still GOAT.
Yeah, but these parents just let their kids just go and have fun in this man's house.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair,
Crazy.
like all the jokes and stuff aside, I don't believe he did anything. And it's Michael Jackson's house. Like, hey, hey, little cancer patient, you want to go play at Michael Jackson's house with a theme park and the petting zoo and a gigantic mansion? Yes, I'd like to do that. Yes.
So here's my thing. I don't think Michael Jackson did either. Michael Jackson was one of the biggest celebrities of his time.
Yes.
There's people watching this man 24/7.
24/7.
You don't think like
somebody would have said something for some cash at least?
Like, and then parents. If I'm a parent,
yeah, that's my. Go ahead and say it.
I'm not about to just. You know what I mean? Like my kid is gonna be safe. I don't care what it is, and I'm a huge fan of Michael Jackson.
Not only that, let me say this. Exactly that. My kids are gonna be safe regardless of who they're around.
Yes.
But also, if I actually think something happened to my kid, I'm not taking a payout and then walking away like all fine. You're going to jail or I'm failing. I'm not asking for money in exchange for being quiet. That just speaks to, well, I have an opportunity here to make a lot of money. And that's exactly what it was to me.
But that's how I feel about a lot of celebrities.
A lot of celebrities.
General. And I'm not.
They still be trying to get Chris Brown.
This is weird.
Chris Brown beat me up in Paris. He wasn't even there. Well, I'll stop saying for 100,000.
This is weird to say, and I'm not defending anybody, but I'm just speaking from the masses.
Kodak? No, I'm just
But celebrities are on a different pedestal than regular people. And I feel like they have the opportunity to have any person on a regular status that they want. And I'm going to say in particular, like, let's just name a celebrity, right? Let's say Bill Cosby. Hear me out.
Okay.
Hear me out. Hear me out.
Okay.
Just follow me.
This is a rough thing to talk about, Jamal.
It is, but I'm going to speak on it.
Don't make me speak on it, because I will.
But let's what's the word? A scenario. Let's give a scenario that Bill Cosby was with these people, right?
Yes.
Bill Cosby at that point in time in his career was the most fatherly man. He was Mr. Bill Cosby.
In fact, he was a living god. He was
at that
worshipped
point, yes,
on TV.
You don't think that you think he would really have to drug somebody when he could literally
I think he walks in and people offer themselves.
That's what I'm thinking. Now, I'm not saying he did or didn't. I don't know. But what I'm saying is, in my mind, it would only make sense for somebody to be like, I'm Bill Cosby. Like, I don't have to do that.
Yeah, I also don't like them coming out years later saying something. No, I know that in some cases people are nervous, and especially somebody as powerful as Bill Cosby, it can have negative repercussions.
Yes.
Don't expect to go 30, 40 years in between something supposedly happening and expect everybody to believe you off the drop of the hat.
Oh, my gosh.
It doesn't make sense. You're telling me, first of all, your memory's good after 40 years? Exactly. Especially some of the people are like, well, I realized later that it was this. If you didn't realize it in the moment, then it wasn't that.
Well,
because
if that.
No, I'm saying like if you consent to it in the moment.
Oh, okay.
Consent to anything.
There you go.
In the moment, and then decide 10 years later, actually, maybe I didn't want that. It sounds bad, but too bad. Because you consent to it. If I sell somebody an item and they completely undercut me, I don't know the value of this item. Yeah, I'll give it to you for $100. It's worth $100,000. 10 years later, like, you know what? They cheated me.
I'm going to sue them.
I'm going to sue them because I was owed $100,000. No, I wasn't. If I sold you that item 10 years ago for this amount, that's shame on me.
Yeah. Now,
I don't know his intentions, Bill Cosby's. I didn't ever know his intentions. All I'll say, I mean, oh my God. You're telling me you got every single one of those people? Like everyone?
But like, first off, who's selling all this stuff to Bill Cosby? Like every week he's in here like,
he just
hey,
has this stuff on hand?
bad. And no one's questioning it until it's 40 years later.
100 people?
Oh my gosh.
And those are just the people we know of.
Yeah.
Let me not say that. Never mind. But
man.
all I'm saying is this guy's either the greatest criminal mastermind of all time or some people are lying.
Now, I do, when it's a mass thing like that, I feel like
it has to be people lying.
But
no evidence.
I'm not about to discredit any victim.
Yeah, if something ever happens to you, it's terrible and it will always be terrible.
But in my mind, Bill Cosby at this point in time is like the...
He's the guy.
He was the guy. So I don't think he would have to do that. And I'm saying he didn't, but I would feel like he wouldn't.
Now, some people enjoy the power they have over others. But even then, there were always, speaking of people being around, there were people always around Bill Cosby.
Yeah.
Every moment of the day. It was well documented.
Yeah.
And I just don't see, not saying, again, we're being careful with it. We're not saying nothing didn't happen.
No.
In all likelihood, there's plenty of things that happened that we don't know about.
We know that the industry is full of bad
terrible.
Things, but that's not what we're saying. It's just
we're
hard
just saying that it's hard to fathom so many people come out years later and you don't hear a peep for 30 years. And he is, not only does he have a good reputation, he has a perfect reputation. He is Mr. Bill Cosby.
Yeah.
Now that goes towards the credit of like how flipped it became. But I don't know.
It's crazy.
It is crazy. If he did it, goodness gracious.
Even R. Kelly. All right. Now, R. Kelly, I will say, yeah. There's video documentation.
Bro, know.
My thing is, at that point in time, he was like a sex symbol. Like, he was like...
Yeah, he was the sex symbol.
So why would you have to go underage? Or why would you have to do certain things? Like, you are a sex symbol. So you should, like... Yeah.
And to be fair, he was acquitted.
Yeah,
he wasn't just cleared. He was acquitted of all charges.
I just feel like...
He had other things to worry about years later, apparently, with his cults. Yeah, he couldn't just let it go.
Have you seen the interview with him and... I don't know her name.
That just don't like... To me, man. They get all upset. Yeah.
Trying to have a relationship with my kids. It's the funniest interview ever, and I watch it.
Though I think of it from his perspective, I'm like, I feel terrible for it.
Oh, yeah.
If he is telling the truth, it is the worst assassination of character ever. Like, I can't think of things more disgusting. I guess murder is the worst thing ever, but there are things I can't think of anything more disgusting than going after kids.
Yeah, that is crazy.
I can't think of anything.
That is something that, like...
And if you didn't do it and people think you did, it's terrible.
That and abuse, like domestic violence, those are two things that I'm like zero tolerance on.
Yeah.
You just should not.
Yeah, even if it's like
murder,
both ways.
Defend yourself.
If you guys are beating each other up, somebody needs to, some of your friends, yourselves, get out of that relationship. It's terrible.
It's no joke.
Yeah, it took a little bit of a turn there.
It did, but it's
important
hard
to say.
To think about.
I think it should be hard to think about for normal people.
Yeah,
I think everybody growing up, especially when you're a kid, like you get mad at people and like, oh, I just want to hit this person. But like your significant other, like you're fighting, like literally fighting. I'm not talking like a verbal sparring match. I'm like, you're over here boxing your significant other.
Yeah,
or like you're going after. Oh, thank goodness. Okay.
Ooh,
they're going after people like Jeffrey Dahmer and like doing things to them and killing them. Nah, it's impossible. I can only think of the other side of that. Domestic violence, if you have your anger issues, you can at least maybe come back from that.
I guess that says a lot about us, that we don't have that type of personality, that it's hard to even think about. Yeah. But
I don't know.
That's just weird that people will literally do that. And I feel bad for the victims too. And that's a mindset that I don't have, that if you've been abused so many times to keep going back. If you've been abused, definitely please seek help.
Seek help.
But
from family, from officials.
Hotlines, whatever. But I don't fathom the idea of being abused and then coming back. I just don't get it. I know it's a thing. I don't get it personally. But
even those... like kinky people, the people that are like the S&M people. I still can't really get that. I'm like,
Like,
I
what do you
get it.
mean?
I don't know. It's like those people that consent to certain things. That's different than just getting beat up.
Well, I feel like at that point it's more of a pain thing. Like,
I know, but even then, it's like hurting somebody. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I'm sure they got safety words and stuff. You know,
pineapple,
yeah.
pineapple.
Yeah,
They didn't stop.
Well, yeah, at that point it becomes a
Like you see, like these jokes of these guys like wearing like gimp masks, just getting
I
like
was just
stepped
about to
on
say
and
that,
stuff,
yeah.
and like hit, and you're like,
even
nah.
in, that little episode of Mr. and Mrs. Smith we watched, where he was like, "I want y'all to be dogs," and that's just
Oh my
weird.
gosh, that was weird.
But no,
That's just like
shame,
degrading.
I guess. Like if that's what you're into, I'm not
Hey,
gonna shame you.
listen,
But
you guys do what you do.
just don't get. I don't want to get beat up.
I don't want to get beat up either.
I don't want to beat.
I don't want to
somebody up.
beat somebody up.
That's what it is.
Even like smack me. I'm like, I can't do it. Anyway,
oh man,
I feel like if I was acting in a scene like that, I would just be like, like I couldn't. I don't know, man. Like I can't. Like it's okay. You can do it. I don't know. I might have to. Somebody tell me this guy's a man or this person's a man.
I feel like that'd be hard. Huh? I mean, I would do it if it was in the scene.
If it was in a scene, I'd do it. I don't think I would be able to keep myself from apologizing profusely after the take.
But I would.
I would do it.
No.
I don't know if I could like. No, just punch her straight in the face. Just straight in the face. Like
take it off.
Like, and she's like, it's okay. You can beat me up. I'm like, no, okay, this is it. I can't do it. I don't know if I can do that to a guy, let alone
a woman.
Nah, bro.
Yeah.
Bruises? Nah. This took a turn. We had a good vacation.
It was. It was fun.
Yeah,
it was much needed. I'd say that all the time.
That's why I'm going back in a couple months.
In our line of work, we need.
If I could do that every couple months, it might be worth it.
With pay. Oof.
Oh, with pay would be amazing.
Hey,
dang near join the military just for that.
Man, it's awesome though.
Can't join the military though.
Why?
They don't allow you to join the military if you have a chronic disease.
Oh, well,
asthma. It'll get you.
Wah.
Wah, wah, wah. Yeah. Let us know what you guys have been up to. I think this is going to be a short episode.
Yeah.
We kind of went over what we did. He and I and my girl and my mom and some of my family might be going to Universal again. So we might have some more stuff to tell you in a couple months.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see. Maybe he'll go and he'll be like, it'd be better if it was Disney. I don't know.
It's terrible.
Or maybe he just won't leave.
Maybe.
Once he becomes a Dark Wizard, and they have plenty of Dark Wizard stuff. I think all his money that he's going to spend in the park will probably go to that.
Yeah, that and Ravenclaw. Or be a Dark Wizard that's a Ravenclaw?
They have stuff like that, yeah.
Mm.
You can even get the Dark Wizard wands. I don't know. I'm not really a dark... Every time I try to role play in like a video game or something as a bad person, I have to reload my save. I can't do it.
It's because
I'm a goody two shoes.
You have to play. If someone comes to you and
I
they
could
tell you
play
something,
it.
nah, because if someone comes to you and they're like, "Hey, this place is burning down, and it'll take you away from your mission. But if you save the mission, we'll give you 50 coins." You have to let it burn down because you're on a mission. Your mission is to do
That's
this.
not what you're saying. You're saying like straight up malicious intent.
Who?
You.
No, I'm
You're
not.
a dark wizard. You're killing people.
If they get in my way.
Okay, one time you did say like, I'm a dark wizard through necessity.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay. So you just think it'd be better for everybody if you were a dark wizard.
Well,
but you're not joining Voldemort.
I'm not joining Voldemort. I'm not joining Dumbledore. I am on my path. If you're in my way, then it is what it is. So I'm not looking for crime.
If we're in Star Wars,
right?
You're not a Sith.
No.
Or are you a Sith but a good Sith?
I'm more so like Mace Windu.
Mace Windu was a Jedi.
Yeah, but like
he was part of the main reason the Jedi fell in the first place. His dumb self.
Say it again.
He was a goof. Yeah, Mace Windu was a goof.
That's crazy. How though?
Yeah, costume change.
Yeah.
Anyway, how?
Yes.
Mace Windu was dang near mostly responsible for the fall of the Jedi. Outside of Anakin Skywalker. Due to his foolishness.
Explain yourself.
Okay. And you guys can let me know if you disagree, agree. Doesn't matter. I'm right. All right. Mace Windu. Basically, it all boils down to him being a jerk. Mace Windu did not trust Anakin in the slightest. He didn't even think he should be a Jedi or trained as a Jedi. He wouldn't allow, or he and others wouldn't allow Qui-Gon Jinn to teach Anakin. It fell to Obi-Wan Kenobi, who hadn't even been a knight. And then, as the years went by, he continued to basically ignore and disregard Anakin. He never trusted him. In Revenge of the Sith, even, he didn't trust him. He gave him the rank of he didn't give him the rank of master despite being on the council and the hero of the Republic during the Clone Wars. Mm-hmm. They screwed over his Padawan too. But anyway, they tried to pull it off like this was your test. No, shut up, Mace Windu. I'm not explaining this well, but Mace Windu's lack of trust is really what did it. In Revenge of the Sith, Anakin found out Palpatine was the Sith Lord, had his lightsaber out. He's like, no. He's like, I should kill you right now. I was like, of course you can. But he's like, no, I'm going to go report you. He ran over to Mace Windu, told them that Palpatine was a Sith Lord, and then Mace Windu wouldn't let him help, and then told him to sit there, and then only if he was right would he trust him. Mm-hmm. After all these years, after everything he's done for the Republic and the Jedi, and the fact that he's the chosen one, and just basically the best Jedi they have.
Right.
He walked in there with 3 other guys. The 3 other guys got killed in 4.2 seconds.
Yes.
And then Mace Windu dueled Palpatine in a fight that was way shorter than it was originally choreographed. And he had him at his mercy. Mace had Palpatine at his mercy. Anakin walks in. He sees him about to kill him. Palpatine's like, look at it, I told you the Jedi taking over. All that stuff. Mm-hmm. And then Anakin's like, well, he needs to stand trial. And Mace Windu's like, he controls the courts. He's too dangerous to be left alive. And if you remember at the beginning of the movie, Palpatine said the same thing to Anakin about Count Dooku. He's like he's too dangerous to be left alive. Kill him. Do it. That sort of thing.
Yeah.
And it speaks to each other. Shout out to George Lucas. He's like, well, if the Sith are evil and you are acting just like the Sith and you're deciding yourself, what's the point of this? Also, Palpatine's like, they're plotting to take over. Instead of trying to take me to court and prove my evil schemes, they're just trying to kill me. And he was. And he didn't trust Anakin, so he got his arm cut off and lightninged out the window. And Palpatine just rose and like, well done, Anakin.
I'm with you.
You're Darth Vader.
I understand what you're saying, but
yes.
And I agree. Don't get me wrong. But that's who I would be.
So at the end of the day, you're just saying, I don't care.
I'm saying if it's
right or wrong,
I deem right, then it's got to be done. It has to be done. If it's what I think is right, I'm doing it.
Yo, real quick, you see it's uploading it as we talk.
I do see that.
Thank goodness. Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what kind of dark wizard I would be.
Dark wizard.
My own path.
Dark Jedi.
Yeah.
I am of the light. I'll be a little bit less goody two-shoe if I was in Star Wars. I wouldn't want to be part of the Jedi Temple. Because I want to be off doing stuff.
Well, yeah.
I'd be more like Qui-Gon Jinn, where I have to show up every once in a while, talk to them. I'm like, I roll my eyes and I go back out and do stuff.
I respect that.
I'm going to be a Gray, who are no longer canon, but way cooler. I'm going to be, no, that's a little weird. I was going to say Darth Revan, but Darth Revan's like 2 ends of the spectrum. You don't know who Darth Revan is?
I do.
From Knights of the Old Republic?
No. I know because you showed me before.
Yeah.
I don't.
You choose, he basically is a created character and you can choose what path he goes on. You could be a Sith, like complete jerk, evil, bad guy, or he
Yeah.
can be like a complete goody two shoes. Mary Sue, I'm doing this for the good of all. Or he can be
That's
somewhere
you?
in the middle.
Oh, you're in the middle? No.
I'm not quite in the middle. I'd say I'm 3/4 of the way towards the light.
I'm right in the middle. Maybe like
No, you're not. You're 3/4 of the way towards the darkness.
No, because I have good intent.
No, you have good intent, but no regard for anybody
Yeah, I have
else's
no
opinion.
remorse. Yeah, no, not at all.
So you would kill somebody like, oh, he needed to die. But here's this reason, this reason, this reason. You're like, oh wow, that's a good point. Well, he's already dead. So
yeah, if the fastest way to get to what I need to go is through somebody, I'm going through them.
yeah, you're 3/4 of the way towards the darkness already. The hate is consuming you.
Woo!
All right.
Well, that
Anyway.
has been our vacation.
Yeah.
Oh, you got some trinkets. Come on.
Oh,
now.
I did. Okay. I'll show you guys real quick these props that I definitely had on hand the whole time.
Absolutely.
First is a new magic wand. We'll be bringing it when we go in August. It's the Phoenix wand. Let me pull it up to the camera real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that. Don't know if you can see, but there is a phoenix on it. Hence the Phoenix wand. I think it is 14 and a half inches. I just made that up. I have no idea how long this is. But my wand in the Pottermore app, or whatever it's called these days, Wizarding World, I don't know, was 14 and a half inches. Nice.
Nice.
What else did I get? Oh, yeah, I also got an aura, like, jacket. It's in my room back there.
Oh, yeah.
Didn't bring that out, though. I got this Hogwarts thing last time I went. I got a Hogwarts coaster. I like Harry Potter.
Love Harry Potter.
Let me say into the mic. I like Harry Potter. It's great. He might even like Harry Potter more than me.
I think I do. I don't know. I think I do. I'm not going to lie.
I think I was at your level in my youth. But now that you've watched those movies in somewhat recent years.
Yes. I love Harry Potter.
Yeah, that's his favorite movie franchise.
Mm-hmm.
Mine is probably, I don't know.
That's okay.
Probably Star Wars before they ruined it.
Star Wars is a good movie. You got me on it, and I like it a lot.
Yes.
So, yeah. We've been on vacation. We're back. And we're going to have some more episodes for you very, very soon.
Very soon.
We love you. Dominic, closing remarks.
Closing remarks. I want you to let us know what you've been up to. I know it's been a while since we uploaded. We'll get this one up as soon as we possibly can.
Absolutely.
We had some technical difficulties. If you couldn't tell by my costume change, Jamal tried to pull it together.
I tried.
But I think you would probably be able to tell by the blankets that just randomly appeared.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're back. We'll be back to it every single week.
Yes.
Until we go on vacation yet again in August.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Until I go on vacation. He hasn't even decided yet.
I'm going to talk to my mom.
Yeah.
Mom, when you watch this, I'm talking to you one of these weekends. We're going to get this settled.
Yeah. And if he does decide to go on vacation, his mom, let him know what he should do.
Facts.
What should he prioritize? Should he go to a water park? Should he only look for the secrets within Hogwarts Castle?
Or should I go see a Jedi? Who knows?
That too.
Oof.
Dang.
A lot of decisions.
Indeed.
Yeah.
But yeah, let us know what you've been up to. I've had a good week. Oh, thank goodness.
Good.
We had a good week. Remember, drink your tea. Do you want to tell them what tea we're drinking?
Oh, did you get the same?
No. Wait,
Well,
did I get the same
Yeah.
as you?
Yeah.
No.
Oh.
Shift
no.
my head back and forth like this.
No.
I got amaretto rose. Yeah, which is like this nutty floral tea, black tea, and it's great with brown sugar and milk.
Yeah.
And you got Hesperides Golden Delight, which is very, of course.
Well, then, since we're talking about it, let me go ahead and tell you, I got the best drink that there is. This is a apple-based Golden Delight, a luxurious apple.
Did you not want me
trinket.
to say it? You wanted to say it yourself and like bring it together or something like that?
Later.
You're just going to do it later.
I was going to.
All right, I'm just going to stop this podcast and redo it.
No.
Yeah, he even when it's tea, he picks Apple.
Yes, I do.
That's why he has an Apple phone, an Apple Watch,
Oof. Wha-bam.
Apple drinks galore.
Oof. My closing remarks.
I don't even know if I had remarks. I just kind of said stuff.
I hope you enjoyed our shorter session today. We love y'all. We are glad that y'all are here with us.
Yes.
We want you to come back. Remember, this is the beginning of something new.
Indeed.
We are having a lot of new upgrades coming in the next months, so be prepared for that. We got a lot to talk about in the program and the production. We got a lot to do. So please stick with us. We love y'all, and we thank you for being here in the
Soul Oasis. We'll see you next time. Can't wait till you'll find your way back. See ya. And end.
Boom.